Assalamu alaikum and good morning, dear student. This is your social study teacher, Izhar Mahmood. In your last class, we have learned regarding the arrival of Muhammad bin Qasim on the subcontinent. And in this class, in grade 7, you will start from the rise of the Muslim rule on the subcontinent. In this chapter, I will explain you that how the Muslim rule arrived in the subcontinent. And after reading this chapter, you will be able to understand that how the Muslim rule arrived in India, from where it came, and in which direction it spread. Without wasting your time, let's begin chapter number 1, page number 1, the rise of the Muslim rule on the subcontinent.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. So, please open your books, page number 1, chapter number 1, part of history, the rise of Muslim rule on the subcontinent. In the previous book, you learned about Muhammad bin Qasim's arrival on the subcontinent. In the 8th century, fear of pirates had prevented Arab merchants from traveling across the Arabian Sea. The ancient traditional trade routes passing through Indian waters were unsafe until Muhammad bin Qasim conquered Sindh. This brought peace and security to the region. The Arab renewed their trade throughout this area. They sailed through the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea, entering the subcontinent from the west. They ruled Sindh and part of the Punjab. Trade flourished and ideas on learning and culture were exchanged. Many Sufi saints from Islamic West Asia arrived on the subcontinent during this time and made their homes here. Under the influence of Muhammad bin Qasim and the Sufi saints, and because of the Arabs' fair governance in Sindh, flocks of people willingly converted to Islam. This was the first wave of Islamic influence on the subcontinent. However, the Islamic Caliphate expanded towards Central Asia rather than spreading southwards into the Indian subcontinent. The other wave of Islamic influence in India came from the north in the 10th century. By this time, Arab had conquered Persia in Central Asia, and people in these areas had converted to Islam. The resisting non-believers had fled to areas in northern Pakistan and Afghanistan. The Muslim Turks of Central Asia had gradually become strong. Now they sought to spread Islam throughout the subcontinent. The fabled wealth of India's state also attracted their attention. The fabled wealth of Indian state also grabbed the Muslim attention. So therefore, they made their way to India. One thing is very important, dear student, to be know that before the arrival of Islam, there was also a trade between the Arabs and the Indian people.